And good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to Myrtle Beach Living Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and we are so happy to be here this Wednesday, just after Thanksgiving. We filled our bellies up while we were out of town or sitting home with our families, and I hope each one of you had a great Thanksgiving. We are here with Myrtle Beach Living, and, you know, we talk everything about entertainment, dining, local businesses, and, of course, my favorite, real estate. And today I'm proud to have with us Mr. Todd Goins. I looked all over his Facebook page, and I couldn't find a photo, so I found the next best thing. Obviously, he's a Giants fan, and so we'll get Todd on here in just a second. But we appreciate you joining us, and let's see if we can get Todd to join us here. There you go. Hey, Todd.
How are you?
I am. Whoop, hold on one second.
What happened?
What happened there? You went away from me. There we go. How's that?
That's perfect.
I am super good and getting better. I hope you are.
I'm fantastic.
Yeah, well, that's good. You know, we were just talking backstage just a little bit, and I think that you and I have a little shared history that I didn't know about. When I was back in the restaurant business, gosh, I think that was 87, 88, somewhere around there. Wow, that's a long time ago that we opened up the Lone Star Steakhouses that were around. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So you are with LuLu's restaurant, which we're going to find out a little bit about that in a minute. But LuLu has a pretty famous brother, I think, that we'll talk about. But tell us about yourself. Where are you from? Are you married? Got kids? That kind of stuff.
I got 3 kids. I got 2 in college. I got 1 in the United States Air Force. I'm
Awesome.
from High Point, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Been in the restaurant business for about a long time. And, now I'm presently with LuLu's, which I'm very happy with.
Yeah, LuLu's is awesome. I went, we went a couple times over the summer and couldn't get in because of the wait, but we went, I guess it's been about a month ago now for the first time, and it was awesome. Great food. The fish was amazing.
We're more than a restaurant. We're more of a destination. And Barefoot Landing, we have, not only we have a restaurant, but we also have an arcade, and we also have a merchandise place where you can buy our famous LuLu's t-shirts.
Yeah.
And we're just happy as we can be to be in North Myrtle Beach.
So you're at Barefoot Landing.
Correct.
And you're on the waterfront.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a beautiful location. Very open, very nice atmosphere and everything else. We're going to talk about the arcade and some of that stuff here in just a little bit. But tell us about LuLu's, how it got started, where it got started, and a little bit of history about it.
Well, it was started by Lucy Buffett. She is the famous sister of Jimmy Buffett, which is a singer. I don't know if you've heard of him or not.
Yeah, once or twice.
She's an award-winning author. She's wrote a couple of great cookbooks. She's wrote children's books, but she has a passion for food, fun, and music, and that's what we do here. And we have live music every night, as you know. We have the Gulf Shores, where we get all our seafood. Everything is fresh, scratch kitchen, so you're not going into anything frozen. It's the best of the best with the seafood here.
It is, and you know, I had never had sea bass before, and that's what I ordered when I was there the last time, and I know that this is not how you would describe fish, but it melted in your mouth. It was just so light and so tasty. The seasonings on it were great. I can't say enough about it. It was awesome.
Well, all our seafood is flown in fresh every day. So we have 2 gentlemen that cut our fish. We have 2 chefs that run our kitchen. So we take our food very, very seriously.
You can tell. You definitely can. So where did LuLu's get started?
It started in Gulf Shores, Alabama, believe it or not.
Wow.
Lucy had a restaurant, and she expanded, and we call it the Mothership. It is a huge restaurant. Also has live music every night. They have a beautiful beach like we do, and they also have a beautiful arcade and a beautiful gift shop. And she is on the Intercoastal Waterway. In fact, all our restaurants are on the Intercoastal Waterway. So she's been in business in Gulf Shore for about 20 years. So she's no rookie. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, that's neat. So how many stores are there? How many locations?
We have 3 locations. Gulf Shores, Alabama on the Intercoastal Waterway. We have another location in Destin, Florida, which is also on the Intercoastal Waterway. They all have our beautiful beaches and just seats around 500 to 600 people. So it is a very, very large restaurant, so we can accommodate a lot of folks.
Well, that's cool. I see Beverly's watching us today on YouTube. Hi, Beverly. Thanks for joining us. And that reminds me, if you guys have any questions for either of the Todds, it's the Todd Show today. If you have a question for any of us, just type them in your comments below where you're viewing us, and we'll be glad to ask those on air. So let's talk about some of the food. I know that you do a lot of seafood, but you have some specialty seafoods that you do, and then you also have some other items on the menu. Let's talk about those.
Well, we have red snapper. We have some incredible crab claw, blue crab claws. We have cheeseburgers. We have chicken. We have variety. So if you're not a fish lover, we have everything you need that you would ever want. Yeah. Also, we have an incredible allergy menu. So if you have a gluten, or if you have a soy, if you have a dairy, we have the menu for you. And in fact, you open your menu up and it tells you everything you can have with that allergy. So even folks with allergies come in and feel safe and have a great food experience with us.
And I noticed that on the menu when we were there. And you know, it's in today's world, so many people are going that way, and they want to make sure that, or there's so many food allergies out there anyway, but it's nice to be able to accommodate that. And you know, a lot of people don't know that about certain restaurants. So it's good to let them know that they can come there and have some choices. So, let's talk about, you said that you've been in the restaurant business for a long time, but how did you get started with LuLu's, and have you been there since they opened?
No, I've only been here a short period of time. I've been here 7 months. I ran Lone Star Steakhouse for a while, and then I came over to Old Chicago, which is a pizza draft house. During COVID, I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and I decided I wanted to come home. So when I came home, I was so lucky that LuLu's was looking for a general manager, and I came on board, and the rest is history.
Well, there you go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and actually, I didn't even know it. We must have just missed pass, because I worked at the Lone Star here in the north end of Myrtle Beach there for a bit, when I guess you were the general manager. As a matter of fact, there were a couple servers that I'm still good friends with. One of them actually runs the Surf Pro here locally. He's the general manager there. So that's it's kind of funny how you stay in touch with people over the years. Where's the closest LuLu's to us other than your location?
Gosh, I would guess I would say Destin, Florida.
Okay.
It's only a little small 10-hour drive.
Yeah. So this is the only location in South Carolina.
That is correct.
Is there a location in North Carolina?
No. We only have 3 restaurants. That's it.
You only have 3. Oh, wow. So they're still fairly new then, I guess.
Well, Lucy's very picky where she wants to be, and we want to be on water, on the Intercoastal Waterway, and so we're very excited to be here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I know, like I said before, that there's a huge wait that we had to go to when we went in the summertime twice, actually, and had to wait for quite some time. As a matter of fact, one of the days they said there's no way they could get us in because I guess it was too close to closing time, and that was there. So I tell you what, when we come back after the break, we're going to talk about the arcade, and we're going to talk about some of the other things like the gift shop, the t-shirt shop as well. And remember, guys, if you have any questions, just please type those in the comments, and we'll be glad to ask Todd here live on the air. And we will see you guys right after the break. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Every client is unique and has different needs. Whether it's a growing family, a first-time buyer, an investor, or someone looking to downsize, I am here to help guide them through the process. My name is Todd Cartner. I am a realtor with Exit Coastal Real Estate Pros. I serve Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, and there is no place I would rather have my family call home. You need a realtor you can trust and will put your needs first. I want to become your lifetime realtor. If you are looking to buy or sell real estate, please give me a call. I look forward to speaking with you soon. All right, guys, welcome back to Myrtle Beach Living Live. I'm your host, Todd Cartner, and today we have with us the general manager for LuLu's restaurant, LuLu Buffett, Jimmy Buffett's sister, up in the Barefoot Landing section, Todd Goins. Thanks, Todd, for joining us once again. And so I know that this is a bad time for restaurants, for a lot of other businesses with COVID and having to social distance and everything else. I know that's affected everyone. But one of the questions I had was, are you guys still hiring? Because that's some of the people when we promoted the show has asked that question. And then what do you look for in an employee?
Well, we're always hiring great people, and we've got summer just around the corner. So we're looking for we want happy, fun people that love people, that will love to be in the restaurant business. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking, it'd be great if you had restaurant experience, but if you're a people pleaser, if you love to be around people, that's who we're looking for.
Yeah. I've said this many, many times. I just said it the other day to a friend of mine is I would rather go to a restaurant that had amazing service and happy servers and servers that interact with you. I would rather have that type of service and okay food than to have amazing food and okay service. The good news is I am very, very honest when I say this, that I got both being at LuLu. So when you put them both together, that just makes a fantastic experience for everybody, including the servers. They like to interact with the guest as well.
Well, we want you to forget all your worries, forget all your troubles, and come in and have a great time. That's why we're here.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that you had a good time.
Absolutely, and you guys had have a very large bar area, and have some nice specialty drinks as well.
We have a very nice extended bar menu with some really great frozen and lots of margaritas. So that's one thing you can't really miss. If you're a margarita fan, this is the place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you think we could get Jimmy to come up there and perform some night?
I bet he would love to come up here sometime. You never know. He might slide up here anytime.
Well, that is something that I've actually heard about him, that he does pop into some of his restaurants occasionally and just kind of walk in unannounced. Even the management doesn't know that he's coming sometimes and performs, which is pretty cool.
Well, he loves seafood and he loves the beach life, so I'm sure he'll be up here soon.
Yeah, well, that'll be awesome. So do you have any history or background of why she decided to put a restaurant in the Myrtle Beach area? I mean, obviously, it's a great place. There's a lot of wonderful restaurants here, but and I know that, by saying that she wants to be on the waterway, that limits her locations at some point. But why did she choose the Myrtle Beach and specifically the Barefoot Landing area?
Actually, we were contacted by Barefoot Landing officials.
Oh,
Rose
wow.
and Chapin came to us. They heard a lot about LuLu's, and they wanted to restructure Barefoot, make it more family friendly, and they needed a big anchor that would come in and attract a lot of people. So they came out, talked to us. They flew up, the LuLu and Lucy and all the folks came up and looked around and thought this was a great place to be, and that's how it started.
And that's awesome. They have made a lot of changes there. They're updating a lot of things. There's some new restaurants coming in as well, which only support each other, because if you go to one and there's a large wait, then that kind of pushes you to another one maybe to try out something different. But that's the good news about restaurant. Somebody and my wife would probably beg to differ, but you don't want to eat at the same restaurant every day, 7 days a week. So it's great to try out those new things. And I definitely encourage people to try out LuLu's because it's really cool. So let's talk about this, the gift shop area and the arcade, because those are two things that really set you apart from a lot of other restaurants.
Well, we knew that we would be a busy restaurant. We do seat 700 people, but we knew we were going to be very busy. So we do have an arcade, and it has all the top games and the stuff that me and you enjoyed as a child. So you can go over there. We also have an incredible gift shop. We have a lot of LuLu's merchandise, the world famous LuLu's T-shirts that people just love. We have a variety of those, and anything you'd want for a souvenir of LuLu's, we got in that gift shop. So while you're on a wait, you can go over to the gift shop, you can go to the arcade, or you just have a good time on our beach. But there's plenty of things to do while you're on the way. And then when you come in, you get great food.
And you can order a lot of that stuff right on your website, which is lulubuffet.com. I put that up on the screen there for you. So you kind of segued into it a little bit, but talk to us about your beach. I don't want people to get the misunderstanding that it's basically a just sand that leads from the restaurant to the waterway, because that's not it at all. Tell us a little bit about the beach area.
Well, we have 6 cornhole games that you can play cornhole with the bean bags. We also have a great volleyball. We also have a rope climbing course that you can climb. And if you're not scared of heights and you want to have a really good time, that's open as long as we're open. And also we just got some chairs. So if you want to just sit back and look at the beach and look at the Intercoastal Waterway, we have that also. And
that area, you can take your margarita right out onto the beach as well, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
In fact, we have a little bar outside on the beach, so you don't even have to come to the restaurant. You come over and get a nice frozen drink or a nice margarita and enjoy the sunset.
That's perfect. And like you said, you have live music every single day, and it's just a great atmosphere. So, well, Todd, for one, I can say I'm very happy you guys are here. I know LuLu's likes to be not only active in the restaurant, but they also like to be active in the community and do things there as well. Do you have any special events or anything coming up soon that people should know about, or is there anything going on for the holidays that you guys are promoting or supporting?
Well, the great thing we're doing is we're doing a lot of Christmas parties for companies and families. So we are booking now for our Christmas parties, and our restaurant's so big that we can accommodate up to 40 to 60 to 200 people if we have to. Due to COVID, we've had a lot of events that we're unfortunately not going to be able to do for safety reasons. But there's a lot of things. If you have a Christmas party, you want to come here, we got a great place for you.
You sure do. Well, guys, they're on the waterway up at Barefoot Landing, right next to Greg Norman's, and you can't miss it. It's very bright. It's very colorful. It's probably a little loud with the music playing live all the time. It's right next door to the beach, and you get the great view of the waterway. And I highly encourage you guys to go up there. Todd, is there anything you want to add before we wrap it up?
Just come in and try our gumbo. We have the best gumbo in the universe. And that's Lucy's special gumbo. And I think a nice warm bowl of gumbo would do everybody a little bit good on a cold day.
There you go. That's right. All right. Well, Todd, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it. And guys, we'll see you next week right here on Wednesday, 12:30 Eastern time on your favorite social media channel. And stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.